In this lifestyle video, I will be going over a documentary of my LASIK journey. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Enjoy! For the first consultation, they brought me to a room filled with machines. I'm assuming this is where they capture photos of the inside of my eyes and to get some eye readings. Then I was brought into an exam room where I met with a refractive coordinator. This is where she gave me a folder containing information about LASIK, if I was a good candidate, general timeline of the procedure and what to expect, Q&A, more paperwork to fill out, and mainly the cost. If I was still interested, they would schedule me for a second consultation with an eye doctor to confirm if I was a good candidate for LASIK and to give me further details. For the second consultation, I met with an optometrist. He basically confirmed my eye results, double-checked if I am a good candidate for LASIK, and gave me further details. Afterward, I was instructed to watch a video on laser eye surgery, where the ophthalmologist introduces himself, the process of the surgery, the risk, benefit, and alternatives. After the video, the refractive coordinator came in and made sure all the paperwork were filled out, and she also gave me more paperwork to bring on the date of surgery. She then sets up a surgery date. For this place, surgery is on Thursdays, and then proceeds to take me out to the front desk to pay for my LASIK procedure.
You wipe off the surface cells, reshape the eyes, put a protective contact lens on, and you're good to go. With LASIK, you make a thick flap on the cornea, lift up the flap, do the correction, and put the flap back down. Dry eye is very, very common. About 1 out of 10 of our patients who come in for LASIK.
So right now, we're waiting for the supercharger. It is currently 2:52, so we're gonna leave in 10 minutes. My LASIK surgery is at 3:30. It's gonna take about 2 to 3 hours. And so my driver's gonna drop me off. He's gonna do his errands. Then he's gonna come and pick me up. During the pre-op, they actually make me watch a video of like what to expect with the procedures, you know, the risk, how it works. LASIK versus PRK. I don't know about the success rate, but they said there's always like 1 to 2% chances of like something happening, like monovision, overcorrecting, or undercorrecting. They gave me this folder with like all these little papers, you know, like the cost, the doctor, the checklists, stuff I gotta fill out, what eye drops they wanted me to buy, like this right here. This is the eye drop I had to go buy. It has to be preservative free. So I just went to Target to go pick that up. Yeah, and so this is like the pamphlet that they have me read, and they want me to initial it at home because they don't want me to just sign on the spot, because they want to make sure that I actually do read it. But yeah, success rate, I've heard good things, but once in a while you do have to get it recorrected, and I think they can correct any problems within the 12 months. They can correct it for you. Okay, so we're on our way to LASIK then. This is gonna be the last day where I wear my glasses. Currently signing my life away, as that's what my driver said. Oh, by the way, I already read it. I'm just signing it now. So my appointment for LASIK is at 3:30. And right now it's 3:10, and we are kind of in traffic right now. But I guess the surgery only takes like 10 minutes, supposedly, with 2 hours of pre and post-op time, or preparation time, right? So my LASIK surgery appointment is in 20 minutes from now. Really excited. Not nervous at all, because I read and signed the consents. Would you be nervous if you had to get LASIK? You would? See, I'm not that nervous right now. Oh, now I'm nervous. Were you saying that? No, I'm just joking. I did read the consent. I had to initial it, and I also had to write like a sentence afterwards to make sure that I actually read the consent. But yeah, I know the risk, and I am still willing to move forward. Well, my appointment was at 3:30. I got there probably around 3:30, and it's 5:52. So yeah, just a little over about 2.5 hours. Yeah. Okay. Oh, look weird. I can barely see anything. Everything is still like fuzzy and blurry. I mean, I also have dark glasses on too, so that doesn't help, right? So right now, my eyes are really sore. We've been driving for how long? Maybe 10 minutes. Yeah, I had to put a jacket over my eye because even though I have the goggles and the nightshade around it, the lights were still kind of a little too, I guess, harsh on my eye. So that's why I have a jacket over my eye. But with the procedure went, I went downstairs to kind of the surgery suite in the lobby. Me and another girl were there. They gave us Xanax, like two pills of Xanax. We drank it, waited a little bit. They called me first to go into the consultation room, and that's when the ophthalmologist comes in. He talked to me for a little bit, introduced himself. He kept, just reviewing the chart in front of me, even though he didn't review it beforehand. And then he just kind of used that little machine to look in your pupils, just to confirm everything. And he said that was all clear. That took like less than 5 minutes. And then after that, they had me sit into like a private, like quiet room where the Xanax kind of took an effect. There was another lady there. So I was the second one, and then the other lady that was sitting in the lobby room, she was with me. I waited probably in the quiet room maybe about 5 to 10 minutes. I mean, it was very hard to tell because there was no clock and we couldn't have our cell phones with us. We actually had to turn it off prior to entering that surgery suite area because something about interfering with like the LASIK laser machine. So I was the first one to be called back. I went into the surgery room. They just pretty much had me laying down for I don't know how long. I felt like it was like more than 10 minutes waiting for a doctor to come in. But like during that waiting period for doctor to come in, There were like 2 guys there. I'm not sure what their status was, but they kind of did a quick like review of like what the procedure was gonna be like. And doctor came in. He did. There was like 2 rounds. The first round he did something. I don't really know what he did, but he literally like put a lot of like numbing solution on me, or his I don't know if there are his assistants or those are other doctors too, or the technicians, not sure what they were, but they put like drops in there, and then they kind of really like put pressure on my eye. I think they were retracting my eye and putting pressure. I don't know if that was the first step, was like maybe the flat part, but they did my right eye first, and they did my left eye, and they kept moving the chair back and forth to like these like 2, I guess, I don't know if they're like 2 lasers, but 2 lights. And then he was like, okay, we're done with this first round, we're gonna come back and get ready for the second round. So he left the room, waited maybe like another 5 minutes. He came back and he's like, okay, we're gonna be doing the laser part now. Laser part, what happened? So we did my right eye first. He literally said like, look in the eye, and then that time he actually flapped it, because he was like poking at my cornea, that's why. And then like my vision got so blurry, and he's like keep staring at that light, and it started like boom 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 boom, boom, like pulsing, kind of like having like those CO2 lasers on your face, tick, 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 sound. That took I don't know, maybe 10 seconds. And then after that he put in more eye drops, like 3 of them I think. And then we did my left eye, same thing. He put those little prongs to make sure my eye don't blink. Did the laser thing for maybe, I don't know, another 10 seconds with the antibiotics and those 3 eye drops, and that was it. And then yeah, they had me going back into the consultation room. Doctor came in one more time just to kind of double check everything went okay. Yeah, so after doctor just made sure that everything went well, the assistant like taped my right eye, and she put on those goggles just to make sure that I don't touch my eye, and I sleep with my with the goggles. And they sent me back to the lobby where my ride came. And then yeah, that was pretty much it. And then tomorrow I am doing a 1-day follow-up, just so I did not even know what's going on. And they were saying stuff, but those words that they say were very like jargon words, right? So I wasn't used to really what they were really talking about. But also, I don't know, sometimes when they say left, I thought they meant right, so I went right. Because they would say look left, and I'm like, which way's left? So this is what I look like coming home. I have the goggles on, I have the dark shades on, and they put tape on my right eye so I can hopefully see a little bit with my left eye, but they eventually want me to tape up my left eye too. I'm gonna go take a shower and probably head to bed after this. So right now it's about 9 o'clock the next day after my LASIK surgery appointment. Yesterday the appointment was at 3:30. I probably didn't start surgery until maybe 4:30-ish. By the time I was sitting in the waiting room, it was 5:30. And then my ride did come around maybe 5:45 to pick me up. And once I got home, maybe about 6:30 or so, I just went to bed and I slept all the way until maybe around 7:30 or so. So I did have, more than 12 hours of sleep. So now I am instructed to take off the Band-Aid, apply my eye drops, and keep wearing these goggles just to protect my eyes. Right now I'm just getting ready to do my 1-day follow-up, just to make sure that everything is going okay so far. But with this eye, I can actually see pretty clear. So now I just have to take off the tape on this eye and do my eye drops, and then we'll get going to see my doctor. I was not happy taking out the band-aid on my right eye because it pulled off so much lashes. Oh god, it hurts. Oh god. Wow, and it pulled off that much lashes. Guess I'm gonna have to make an eyelash appointment pretty soon. So now that the tape is out on both eyes, this was the results of my left eye once I removed the tape. So a lot of lashes, they come out. So I have to take 3 eye drops. The first one is my antibiotic eye drops, which I have to take 3 times a day. The next one, this eye drop right here, I have to take it for anti-inflammatory purposes. And then my last is just pretty much artificial tears, which you just get at the store. I really need to make an eyelash appointment. Okay, so first drop in. So I do have to wait a few minutes to give it time for the antibiotic to kick in, and then I'll take this one. And then I guess before I get to my doctor, I'll just take this one. For this 1-day post-op follow-up, I did meet with the ophthalmologist. It was a quick 5-minute appointment. He just double-checked my eyes, made sure that the flap was still in the correct position, and that my vision was good. Merry Christmas! So today is the second day after my surgery. Currently I am feeling pretty great. I just realized today that my left eye is actually slightly more clear than my right eye. I feel like my right eye is maybe like 95% as clear as my vision of my left eye, which I would assume it's like 0.25 in contact prescription. So it is very, very minor. I am gonna do a follow-up on Tuesday in about 3 days to see if there's anything that can be done to it, or if anything needs to be done to it. But since it is very minor, you know, I'm still content with the results. I'm still using the 3 medications. Currently, I am still taking my artificial tears, which I have to take like 1 drop every hour or so. I'm still taking this anti-inflammatory 4 times a day. I'm also taking this antibiotics 3 times a day. Oh, I also forgot that I am still taking my fish oils every single day. I take about 2,000 milligrams, which equates to about 2 to 3 tablets of fish oil. And I still have to currently sleep with my clear goggles. So the overall result is I'm very happy, very satisfied with the situation. No complications, I would say, except maybe my vision of American just being like a teeny bit better. But you know, no complaints. I'm just very blessed that everything went successfully. I kind of wish I've done this a lot sooner, like many years ago. I have no idea why I waited so long. And it just feels really strange, you know, not having glasses anymore, or being able to wear glasses, because I've always liked to have that eye protection. It feels just weird, like if something were to, like, you know, fly very close to my eyes or my head, I don't feel as safe anymore. So it's gonna be something that I have to get used to. I need to figure out now is what my whole fake lashes situation. It's because during the first night I did have to tape up my eyes to prevent them from opening during my sleep, and in the morning when I had to take off the tape, a lot of my lashes came off, so I actually don't have much lashes left. So I am actually going to go to the lash salon tomorrow to try to figure out the situation. That's it. I'll follow up with you again in a few days when I do my follow-up. For my 5-day post-op follow-up, I did meet with the optometrist to make sure that the flap that they made was still in the right position and that there were no signs of infection starting. It was a very quick appointment. Good morning. Excuse the mess. I just literally woke up. I just kind of want to do a quick video before I forget, or hopefully I don't keep delaying it. But it has been a little over a week since my LASIK procedure. On Tuesday, 5 days after the procedure, I did go see a follow-up. Everything looks good. I did inform them that my right eye was not as clear as my left eye. And right now, 1 week after getting my LASIK, my right eye is still not as clear as my left eye. But right now, for the past, I guess, 2 days, I did notice that my eyesight is fluctuating. Because my eyesight is currently fluctuating, even the left eye, and my right eye is not as clear as my left eye. I remember on Thursday when I was working, my vision was not as clear as it initially was. My left eye, sometimes it gets, less clear, and sometimes it is clear. I'm assuming that has to do with the eye drops, maybe the dry eyes too, so we'll see. Currently I am done with my antibiotics and my steroid eye drops, the anti-inflammatory eye drops. So right now I'm supposed to be only on artificial tears, the non-preservative one. I believe I have to take it 4 times a day for the next 2 months, and then I guess 2 times a day after that. But pretty much one of the common side effects of LASIK is dry eyes, so I am assuming that I'm going to be using eye drops a lot more frequent. I am doing my 1-month follow-up in the beginning of February, just to make sure that nothing has changed too much. But I am probably going to address the whole right eye not as clear as the left eye, but I don't know if it is big enough to actually do something about it. Oh, I did want to also mention that my fake eyelashes are mostly gone. The ones that are remaining are kind of clumping together, pretty much like grain particles that are kind of forming around my eyes. And I think it's just because the byproducts of the eye drops, maybe the minerals that kind of clumped in together. So now that I've stopped the 2 eye drops, the antibiotics and the anti-inflammatory or the steroid eye drops, I'm hoping that these clumps, byproducts does not form anymore. So I'm hoping that the rest of the eyelashes can fall out and then my natural ones can, grow in, take over. I do plan on not getting any fake eyelashes as of now for 2022. Just because I just want to give my eyes a break. When I did my 5-day follow-up, when they did the eye exam, my left eye was 20/20, but my right eye was 20/30, I believe. They also gave me the DMV form, which I actually have to take into the DMV to update my eye prescription. Currently, my driver's license does say that I am restricted by wearing contacts or glasses, but now I don't have to wear either of them. So I do have to take that form in to the DMV and get it updated, which I am kind of dreading. It's just that I got my license renewed just 2 years ago, so it's not due for renewal for another 3 years. So it's like, oh, do I really want to do it? the DMV paper that the optometrist did give me during my 5-day LASIK follow-up is only valid for 3 months, 90 days, so I have to get it done before then. The optometrist did say that if I did get pulled over, I could get fined for it because I'm not wearing technically contacts or prescription, even though that I got LASIK, but there's no updated records of it. So today is February 1st. I just completed my 1-month LASIK follow-up. They did some testings on me, my eyesight and everything, and it is kind of the same results as my 1-week follow-up. Apparently, my right eye is a little bit more farsighted. I felt like my right eye couldn't see as clear during the examination. During this past month, I ended up getting used to it, that my right eye was not, clear. So I'm going to be doing a 2-month follow-up to make sure that it is stable. There is a possibility I might have to get LASIK again on my right eye. Yeah, during the eye exam, every time they kept telling me, can you read this? Which one's more clear? With my right eye, I just had a very hard time seeing clearly. In the end, they did ask a lot of questions about my dry eyes. I did mention that I do feel like my eye is more on the dry side. I am still up to date with my eye drops. And at the end of the appointment, they did end up putting silicone plugs into my tear ducts, so that way when I do the lubricants or when I cry more, it will stay on my eye a lot more versus draining it out. So we will see if that will help. Putting in the silicone tear plugs was pretty easy. They put numbing where my tear ducts are on the middle eye area, and then after a minute or so, they ended up just inserting the silicone plug, so it wasn't bad. I actually didn't feel much, maybe slight pressure, but I could have maybe even done it without anesthetics. But that is it. So in 2 months, I will be doing another follow-up just to see if my eyesight, especially my right eye, has kind of stabilized, and see if it needs correction or not. For my 3-month LASIK follow-up, I did another eye exam with the optometrist where they had me read letters in different sizes. The results were each eye individually. I am able to see 20/20 vision. So I am able to see 20/20 vision on my right eye now. Because there is no need to make my vision better, I do not need further LASIK recorrection, resulting not needing any more follow-up at this time.